search for directions, my thoughts reflecting.
Good day, mates. Just kidding. Hello, everybody. Oliver Nye here, Big Bass Streams, fresh off of a new adventure. Spent the last 3.5 weeks exploring new parts of Australia with the Big Bass Streams Australia team. So big shout out to all the mates down under. Make sure you guys are following Big Bass Streams Australia on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you're following our man Ash the Fishing Magician on Instagram and Facebook as well as our good friend Ian Miller and the True Boys. Big shout out to all those guys, JC, everybody that supports Big Bass Streams. I am back home, wrapping up the year here. Excited to push through with more content, more series for you guys. We've got ongoing videos from the Big Murray Cod series. We got Big Pike Dreams still coming from Spain. We still got Big Muskie Dreams coming at you. And now we have the Risk It for the Biscuit tour, which is the inshore saltwater fishing in the Northern Territory of Australia. And we've also got Big Berry Dreams coming, which is a little bit of crossover from that, moving into the inland reservoir fisheries that they have for that amazing fish. So really excited to share with you guys all of that new content, but at the same time, excited to jump back into things like these mail calls that you guys seem to really like. Tackle breakdowns, obviously local fishing for bass, because this is Big Bass Dreams at the end of the day. We'll get to that once we get unburied, but we've got a couple of things fresh in, brand new, from both Megabass and our friend Ben at the Hookup Tackle. So check the links in the description below. We've got all the information for all these new goodies right there for you guys, easy to find. Support Ben, he supports us, and that helps us support you guys. So once again, thank you for tuning in, supporting the channel. Everything matters. Hit the like button, the comments. You guys get that engagement up. More of these videos get shown to people, and it just helps keeps the wheels turning and allows us to be able to capture more of that content to share with you guys that we hope you guys find value in. All right, so let's jump right off into it. All right, first off, big shout out to our boys at SeaDeck. It's always nice to be appreciated, and you know, everybody that signed this, thank you guys, man. Nothing but love to the SeaDeck crew. As you guys see, the Dream Machines are decked out with the best stuff in the world. I could never fish, or I could never own a boat with carpet again. I sat down in Australia one day after a wet night, and I had a wet ass for several hours, and that's just something I'm not used to having to deal with anymore. So big ups to SeaDeck, and big ups to the entire Megabass family. Megabass America, obviously, Megabass Inc., all the way in Japan, Megabass Europe, Megabass Australia. It's an amazing brand to be involved with. It's been an honor of mine to work with everybody in the Megabass family. So getting a card from Mr. Yuki Ito himself was pretty rad. So happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying time with friends and family. And here, we're gonna jump right into it. Man, every time I see this pattern, I can't help but smile. So all of you Megabass fans might recognize this. This is the Respect color, PM Raigyo, but it's a snakehead pattern. And it's different than the existing patterns in that the standard Raigyo color is more of a matte finish, and this actually has a clear coat on it. So this is one of the Respect series where they came out with a limited edition color in all the different lure styles, and this is the Kanata. And those of you guys that haven't really started fishing this bigger jerkbait yet, you guys could be missing stuff. Like, this was a key player for me on the barramundi fishing alone. Anytime you want a bigger bait to draw attention from a bigger fish, my first barramundi came on this instead of fishing some of the small plastics that the guys are catching a lot of, like 50 to 60 centimeter fish on. Well, my first one I got to eat was a 70 class centimeter fish. So just that little bit of a separation in size is gonna really affect your fishing results. Big bait, big fish. It's just a simple concept, and it's proven itself over and over. So check that beautiful pattern out. Nice clear finish, a little bit more flash than the standard Raigyo patterns. And this is just a great pattern to mimic any black bass species, juvenile largemouth, juvenile smallmouth, juvenile spotted bass, and even in Australia, that could be a juvenile Murray cod. It's just a great pattern. Really excited to fish these. And of course, the rule of 2s and 3s. It's the worst feeling when you get dialed in on a bait and you lose one to a fish, a croc, a shark, a break off, whatever, and you're down to one backup and you start fishing scared. So I like to go into a situation having a backup for my backup. That way you can stay aggressive, you can put these baits where they need to be put to give yourself an opportunity to actually catch a fish. So we order everything in 3s here. All right, so that's the Kanata in that Respect color. That 110 is an absolutely deadly pattern when fish start keying in on juvenile black bass species. Anytime you see them early in the season, we get a big push of juveniles that come up from wintering in the deeps. So this is a great pattern to throw early in the spring, and then they kind of disappear. They go and hide in some cover, and then as like that post spawn sets in, and they start, the young of the year from the past season start eating the fry from the current year, and really make a presence known in that shallow cover. This can be a deadly bait from May through July, through the summer. So when you start noticing you're catching a lot of small juvenile bass on your standard size baits, this is one of my favorite patterns. Besides like the GG bass, or it's just a little bit more abstract than the other patterns. And frankly, up until recently, I've never really seen anybody else throw that Raigyo pattern in anything really. 110, Pop Max. It comes in the giant Dog X here. So this is a very underrated walking bait. I'm sure some of you guys might be confused with all the different topwater options, but just know that every single one of them, the giant Dog X, the Dog X Diamante, the X Pod, which has been discontinued, so grab them while you can. They've all got a different swimming or walking action, and you won't know which one the fish want to respond to until you actually fish them and ask that question to the fish. So it's really great to have different options, because even when I'm on a topwater bite, these fish can get super focused on one bait over the other, and really what determines that, I don't know. But that's why you see this deck covered in the multitude of options, and I can pick up a bait, make 5-10 casts in a prime area, and if they want to eat it, I'm going to keep fishing it. If not, I'm going to put that down and pick something up like a Pop X and just show them something a little bit different, because the mood and preferences of these fish change hourly, let alone daily. All right, so that Pop X looks super dope in this pattern. These are limited runs, so when these Respect series are sold out, they're sold out. So if you haven't already, jump on the Hookup Tackle's website. We've got the links below. I would highly suggest grabbing one of my favorite patterns ever. And you see here, it just looks dope too, but more importantly, it catches them. Like, it just flat out catches them. This is a confidence color for me. And I get a lot of comments throughout my travels like, oh, well, we don't have rainbow trout where I live, blah, blah, blah. We don't have this bait kind of to match the hatch where I live. Well, if you're bass fishing, you've got the perfect answer now, because that to me is a little bass, especially when you're moving it fast and erratically. It's a great hatch option, because anywhere you're bass fishing, there's going to be little bass, and the bigger ones are always going to eat the little ones. So make sure you guys jump on and grab these while you can, because once they are gone, they are gone. All right, also new, Bass Rhymes in Life. For all my hip hop heads out there, this is just an infusion of the music culture that we appreciate with this fishing culture that we appreciate. You know, big shout out to Tribe Called Quest. It's a hip hop classic. So this graphic design and tee is an homage to one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, in my opinion. So we've also got brand new Big Bass Dreams joggers available on the website. Those are new. You can find the link in the description for that below. And also a really popular holiday gift item this season has been these co-branded Yeti Ramblers. So we appreciate all you guys that are posting content with all your new gear. Please continue to tag the Instagram account. We love showing off all our supporters, and that's the beautiful thing about the Big Bass Dreams brand. It is beyond any one person, any group of people. It's truly one of the most epic communities, I think, in the game, and now we're pushing that worldwide. So thank you guys all for being a part of it, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Australia, in the States, South America, Africa's hopefully on the radar soon. So hopefully we'll be hitting everybody except the penguins in Antarctica. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Please leave a comment below. What do you think about this Respect series, man? It's actually got me excited to go fishing again. And with this nice weather that we're having, maybe I'll just have to go do that. Oh, if you've noticed, we've also got some new Dream lids coming at you. We've been out of stock for a while now, but we're coming back with a classic black and white, black with that neon green, and a couple of new patterns here with that floral print that you guys love so much, and so do I. Anytime you guys directly support the brand and the associated brands, you guys are helping us push better content out there for you guys. So if you guys look back at some of the early content to where we are now, there's definitely been some growth, but we have a lot more growth that we want to implement. So all the support you guys show Big Bass Dreams and our partners is greatly appreciated. Bass Rhymes in Life. We appreciate you guys watching. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and turn on your notifications. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
In search for directions, my thoughts reflecting.